There's plenty of information about the power of morning routines and evening routines. We've made several videos about it as well. But once you say, yeah, okay, I believe you, what do you actually do? What is the routine? Today, I'm sharing my favorite power-ups for mornings and power downs for evenings, including why they work and how to use them. So let's dive in.
Hey. Welcome to My Designed Life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Design Life, where we learn how to be the architect of a thriving business and life that we love every day. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Tanyamfk and on the My Design Life podcast on your favorite streaming platform. I'm your host, Tanya Marie Figueres Kreisinger, more easily known as Tanyamfk. And you are here because you know that you can build a business without putting your life on the back burner. And we are here each week to learn how. So as I said, we are going to review my favorite routines to power up your morning and how to power down your evening. If the concept of morning and evening routines is new to you, then you can check out our previous segment, How to Create Your AM and PM Routines, and we'll link that below as well. Ultimately, the power and purpose of a start of day or morning routine and end of day or evening routine is to function at a peak state, is to get out of survival mode and put you into the mindset of your highest goals and priority. It helps you reframe yourself to where you want to be and what you want to accomplish for the day and allows you to shift from being rushed and reactive to intentional and purposeful. So I'm going to go over some of my favorite routines, how they work, and why they're awesome. And just to note, some of these routines may work for both day and night, while others may be more focused on energizing and some more calming. So let's get to it. First, we have journaling. Now, after an evening of sleep, our brain has had some uninterrupted time to do its own thinking and exploring. So instead of immediately cramming it full of new information upon waking, give it a voice. Take 5 to 10 minutes to journal. You can start with a free flow of thought or use it as a space to revisit your goals for the day and why those are important to you. This simple act allows you to clarify thoughts and feelings. You can gain valuable self-knowledge, and it's a great problem-solving tool because it gives us the space to hash out issues that come up and have solutions on paper. And that is why journaling is so effective. Now we have visualization. Seeing is believing, right? Well, it's also the path to achieving. There are several ways to embrace visualization. You can picture yourself at the finish line or imagine yourself getting started. So your brain doesn't know the difference between a real or a visualized one. This is why we can cry at movies and our heart races by thinking of something scary, because the body reacts to the images we create. Visualization allows you to facilitate the two to work together towards a reality you've created. So you can use this simple technique to see yourself getting started on a project or preparing for that workout or giving that flawless presentation or fitting into those skinny jeans. Your mind and body will follow to fulfill that purpose. And then we have binaural beats. The way binaural beats work, it was discovered by Prussian physicist Heinrich Wilhelm Dove and biophysicist Dr. Gerald Oster. In its simplest explanation, it's listening to beats that mimic certain states of brain wave frequencies. When we are focused, excited, stressed, or in a meditative state, our brain puts out observable frequencies. Choosing a focused binaural beat will help you induce a focused state in your brain. One important thing to note is that binaural means having or related to two ears. There are slightly different frequencies sent to each ear. So with this said, it is vital that you listen to binaural beats with headphones. You can easily find free binaural beats to listen to with a quick internet search or even on YouTube. And now one of my favorites, None for 90. Now this means checking social media and emails and news first thing in the morning is immediately putting your brain into a reactive state. Our lives are a reflection of what we tolerate. And 95% of the time, social media is low-level input. Low-level input equals low-level output. When we open that inbox or begin to scroll, we have absolutely no control of what we're about to see. So we put our subconscious and mindset for the day in the hands of others. Instead, you can begin your day with a morning routine void of a random input for at least the first 90 minutes. So none for 90. No social media, no inbox, nothing that isn't consciously chosen by you to fill your brain with. After that, we have the most common, meditation. When we're running a business, our most valuable asset is our mind. Exercising the ability to train and control your focus, reactions, and mental processes enables you to stay in the mindset of a leader and be resilient during chaos. There is a long list of successful entrepreneurs that attribute their achievements to carving out some time to meditate. A growing body of research shows that meditation can enhance learning, memory, halt negative thinking, build mental capacity, accuracy, reduce stress, increase emotional control, and foster better relationships. You don't need to run to a cave for 2 months. A simple focus on breathing for as little as 1 or even 10 minutes can easily get you started reaping the benefits of this practice. Now, in a similar vein, we have Ujjayi breaths. Now, there's pranayama, which are different types of breaths, but Ujjayi are one of my favorites. This is known as the victorious breath. It is a breathing exercise found in yoga practice, and it consists of quick, short bursts of breath using the whole body. So you get your stomach in and out, you're moving. Doing this simple practice for as little as 60 seconds can give an immediate energy boost. It is phenomenal. It can rejuvenate the nervous system, decrease stress, and promote sound sleep. All of those things in 60 seconds. So powerful and so awesome. You can easily find some videos or things to follow on how exactly to do Ujjayi breaths. Now we have workouts. A workout is a great part of a morning routine. You will certainly have less scheduling conflicts if you do it in the morning, and it also sets the tone to be active all day. It also lowers blood pressure, boosts metabolism, and helps build muscle more efficiently. I think we're all clear on the benefits of movement and workouts, and mornings are ideal as it gets us invigorated as opposed to trying to do our workouts in the evening. So these are a great way to start our day and add to part of our morning routine. Now, another one that usually throws people off is cold showers. Cold water immersion is said to facilitate physical and mental wellness. Long practice by monks to awaken their chi, a regular practice can improve your body's immune, lymphatic, circulatory, and digestive systems. Research shows that it triggers mood-boosting neurochemicals that produce feelings of happiness. Yes, that cold shower can produce happiness. And you can do this by full-blown cold immersion, going right into that cold shower, or incrementally decreasing the warm water until you just kind of all of a sudden are in that cold shower. Nowadays, Wim Hof has brought this concept a little more to the mainstream, so it makes me sound less crazy for mentioning it. But there are a ton of benefits out there, and it is very, very doable. Another benefit of this is actually even just conquering this mental battle, that it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be uncomfortable, and getting through it. That alone gives you a bit of a dopamine and serotonin release that can keep you going for the rest of the day. So don't knock it till you try it. It's a very great, powerful morning routine. Now, another practice that we're all very familiar with at this point is practicing gratitude. Now, problem solving is a great attribute, but if we're always focused on them, we're going to tend to get really good at finding them. So what we put our attention to is what we get more of. And as overachieving entrepreneurs, we are continually focused on what's ahead. So starting your day with a focus of gratitude reminds us of how far we've come and teaches us to appreciate where we are right now. Now, this can be done by writing it in a journal or simply taking a moment to be still and reflect. I actually have a gratitude alarm that goes off every day at 5:30 p.m. and I stop wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, and think of 3 things I'm grateful for. It is now caught on with my family, and when they hear that alarm, my son yells, "Gratitude!" and we all share what we're grateful for. Gratitude is a really, really easy practice with a big payoff. Now, an often overlooked thing to add to both your evening and morning routines is hydration. Especially in the morning, your body is dehydrated when we wake up because you just went 7 to 8 hours without any fluids. So drinking water first thing in the morning affects your whole body. It helps your kidneys do its job of flushing out toxins. It fires up your metabolism by like a whopping 24% during the first 90 minutes. And it helps with your brain tissue because it's made up of 75% water. So it fuels your brain, allowing you to feel less drained or experiencing fatigue. You'll also benefit your digestion and foster healthy skin. So aim to consume at least 16 ounces of water right upon awakening. Now we have a rebounding. No, not that kind of rebounding. This is a cellular aerobic strength training exercise that you probably already know how to do or have already done at some point in your life, because it's really just jumping on a trampoline for 3 or more minutes nonstop. And the top CEOs and people like Tony Robbins swear by it. So the mix of weightlessness at the top of your jump combined with the intensity of the 3 times your weight at the bottom have an amazing effect on every cell in your body and can create a detoxification using the lymph system. Not only is it kind of fun, but it wakes you up. And 30 minutes on the trampoline is actually equivalent to 1 hour of exercise. So there's a win-win right there. Now, as we've been going through this, a lot of these things are really great for energizing in the morning. And many of these activities can be used for both morning and evening, such as meditation, journaling, binaural beats, the None for 90, and visualization. But the goal of an evening routine is to set the tone for restful sleep and to prepare yourself for a successful tomorrow. So we want to choose activities that allow you to move into a mental place of rest. One thing that I love is called closing out the day. Now, at the end of your workday, you're going to review all of the items on your calendar. You're going to cross out what was done, identify what wasn't, and determine when it can be done, and then move it to that new spot on your planner. This ensures that nothing's been missed and allows you to know exactly where you are with your goals and progress. Doing this sets a clear end to your workday and releases your mind from needing to not forget something and keeping you awake with worry. Now, another strong process is reviewing your day. You can be the master of your progress by reflecting on your day. How did it go? Am I hitting those goals and priorities as expected? How do I actually feel today? Am I calm and collected or stressed and overwhelmed? Is the current system and schedule that I'm using, is it working or does it need to be adjusted? As you've learned, awareness is the first step to change. And then we review tomorrow. Take your time to understand what your day will look like tomorrow, because this ignites that visualization exercise and it prepares your mindset for the next day. When we know what to expect, we know what to be ready for. You can also catch any potential conflicts or unrealistic goals before the day gets started. So it's a really simple, quick practice that can help not only you transition to better sleep, but be more prepared for the morning. And now we have the 3 wins practice. It is one of my absolute favorite methods. It's highly effective, yet extremely simple. It can immediately switch your mindset and your approach. The first step is to write down your 3 wins for the day. No matter how your day went, you can find 3 achievements. As entrepreneurs, we tend to always see the gap, focusing on what is left to get to where we're headed. This routine teaches us to find the good and trains our brain to do the same. It cultivates a winning mindset that will affect how we set out and achieve our goals. And the second step is to choose your 3 wins for the next day. So out of your crazy list of competing priorities, choose the 3 that will feel so good when you get them done tomorrow. This tricks you into setting your true priorities and allows you to know where your focus is for the next day. We have a worksheet that you can also work out how to test out your 3 wins and do this practice at least for 7 days to get into that habit. Now, another great end of day kind of closeout routine is to unplug, because time is really the ultimate currency in life. And how are you spending it? It's easy to get sucked into one more text, just a quick email response, but instead commit to an off-duty time. No checking emails, no more mindless scrolling. Better yet, put that phone on airplane mode. And in order to rejuvenate, we need to really disconnect. It's time to be present in the world that's around you. And following that, we can look at how to decompress. And this, we can find a transition activity that shuts you off from work mode and moves you into the present moment. This isn't something like mindless TV watching. Try something engaging like reading fiction or cooking dinner, yoga, or simple meditation. And as we discussed the Ujjayi breaths before, there's a lot of pranayama for calmness, that breathing. Sleep deprivation can be caused by a busy mind. And if we allow our thoughts and worries to take over, we can cause our minds to be frantic and our bodies to be super tense. When we're anxious and tense, we take short, shallow breaths. So instead, we want to breathe slowly and deeply to induce a beautiful, relaxing sleep. Deep breathing will relax the body. It'll slow the heart rate and calm the mind. We are activating our parasympathetic nervous system, which will have a relaxing effect on the body, and you won't need to lie awake counting sheep all night. So make sure you have your phone off, the lights dimmed, and then practice any of these pranayamas that you can do in bed for several minutes. We have these available on our list of these power up and power downs that you can test out yourself. We also have yoga for sleep. By lowering our stress levels and calming the mind and relieving tension in the body, the soothing practice of yoga can be an effective natural sleep remedy. Certain resting and inversion poses can be particularly helpful for combating restlessness and insomnia, especially when practiced in the evening or in bed right before hitting the hay. And then we have a reading. Reading before bed can actually relax you significantly. Cognitive neuroscientist Dr. David Lewis found that reading worked best at reducing stress levels by 68%, more than listening to music, drinking tea, or taking a walk. When reading a book, your mind is distracted from the daily stresses and worries that cause body tension. Stories give our mind an option to be somewhere else, leaving our own troubles behind while allowing our muscles to relax and slowing down and breathing and leaving us calmer and ready to slip into dreamland. Another really, really important thing to consider about getting a better rest and having a better evening routine is reducing your blue light exposure. Blue light tricks our mind into thinking it's still daytime, thus restricting our mind and body from transitioning into the natural rhythms of the evening and inhibiting our production of melatonin, which is really, really needed for sleep. And unfortunately, blue light is everywhere. It's not only coming from our computers, tablets, and phones, but also our TVs and both fluorescent and LED lights. So reduce your blue light exposure by avoiding sources 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Yeah, no screen time, 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. So you can do this by cutting off that screen time, dimming your household lights, using candlelight instead, or even go so far to using red or orange light bulbs for evening. If those practices are difficult for you, you may want to even consider blue light filter glasses during the day, which allow only small amounts of blue light to come through, and then transitioning to red or orange glasses that'll filter out 100% of the blue light for the evening. You can learn more about sleep facts and hacks in our episode with integrative medicine doctor and sleep expert, Dr. Arti Soria. We'll have the link below. Now, another thing to look at for your evening routine is the subconscious request. Because your subconscious never rests. It's always on duty to keep you alive. This is why you don't have to actively focus on keeping your heart beating or your blood flowing or your nutrients moving, because your subconscious influences your conscious behavior. Thomas Edison said, never go to sleep without a request to your subconscious. This means to intentionally direct the subconscious mind while we're asleep. This is easier than it sounds. So you can switch your thoughts for worry or replaying the day and simply focus on a desire, goal, or outcome or answer that you're seeking, and think of that intently for 5 to 10 minutes while falling asleep, and let your subconscious go to work. Then when you wake up, don't grab that phone. Instead, grab a pen and paper and write out all the thoughts that come to you. It might just be the answer that you're looking for. So here are a lot of options to add something strong and powerful to create that peak state in your morning and to really set the tone for your evening. But remember, mimicking a top CEO's day will not magically create your best day. You must choose what works best for you. It's about the results, not the process. If adding 20 power ups and power downs to your list creates stress, then we're not getting the right results. So use the things that create a foundation for you to function at that peak state, and don't be afraid to experiment and mix things up. Not all things will serve you all the time. This is not about checking things off a list. It's about creating an environment to win. So let me know in the comments what you might try or share some of your favorite routines that get you in the zone for each day and each night. And if you get stuck anywhere, remember we have a complete course that you can do with us or on your own that walks you through step by step how to find time and create days that support your goals, life, and business that you want to create. Or we can also jump on a call and chat, and we'll walk you through how to get to where you want to go in our instant consult. You can find that link below or just comment instant and we'll get you that link and that info. As always, I love connecting with all of you on Instagram, and you can find me at Tanyamfk and learn more about our resources, courses, and workshops at tanyamfk.com. We put out new videos about designing your best life and business every week. So please click that subscribe and follow button, share this video, and catch us next week. Remember, your someday starts today. Make it the best. I'm Tanyamfk, and I'll see you next time.